Essjay and welcome to BBB, Beauty Business Builder. I created these videos to help people in the beauty industry develop and expand their beauty business and to create more revenue. So if you want to take your beauty business to the next level, then keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you also can catch me on my podcast, which is BBB, Beauty Business Builder. Enjoy. Hello, I'm Essjay and welcome to my podcast. I'm so excited to be starting my podcast, and this is the first of many. This is my pilot, my little bit of an intro for you guys. And then we're going to get into the nitty gritty. So, like I said, my name is Essjay Hartshorn, and this podcast is the Beauty Business Builder, also known as BBB. And it's the place to help you in the beauty industry to project and accelerate your beauty business. So whether you are from a beauty background, you're a hairstylist, you do skin aesthetics, you do permanent cosmetics, or you're a nail technician working from home, whatever it may be, this is going to help you implement small strategies along the way to project your business in the right direction. So I wanted to start by breaking it down a little bit and telling you a little bit about myself. It's something that I think I need to share with you so you can get to know me as a person and be able to relate a little bit more. So, the beginning. I'm Essjay Hartshorn and I'm 36. I've been in the beauty industry straight from college. So from the age of 16, I went straight into the beauty industry. Like most people, did it because I thought it'd be easy. Faffing around with makeup every day, doing nails, pretty much seemed quite an easy, nice job to have. So I did that and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. But I soon realised, I realised before this actually, I realised when I was probably 12 or 13 that I was passionate for money, passionate for developing, and I couldn't just plod. I was never a plodder. I wanted to have as many jobs as I could, earn as much money as I could. I basically worked hard and played even harder. So when I did the beauty, I really enjoyed it. I came out of beauty college, and I soon looked into setting up my own business. And this is what I did when I was 19. I got a loan. It was quite a small loan at the time because looking way back then, things were a lot cheaper. So I got a loan and set up my little beauty salon, which was great. I loved it. I had up to 5 or 6 staff. It was a really good business. I was earning very good money from a young age. But I was a workaholic. I worked a lot. What I did start to discover quite early on in my life, that especially in the beauty industry, I seem to work hard but only physically be able to earn a certain amount of money. So I would max out my column every day, massage, nail extensions, and still only be able to bring home a certain amount of money. And this is when I thought to myself, you know what, there's got to be more to this. There's got to be more to business than this. And also what I did find as well, which some of you probably can relate to this now if you're in this background, what I did find is that people wanted you. People only wanted to book in treatments with yourself. So you'd train up your modern apprenticeships, you'd get them doing really good treatments and offering really good services. But because you are the owner and because you are the face of the business, they always wanted you. So it seemed like you was the one that was maxed out all day, and what you was earning was then paying your wages, the wages for your staff. So that's what made me go into the advanced side of beauty. So from then, I then developed I did lasers in the past. I then developed in permanent cosmetics, which is what I do a lot of now. And I did this mainly because the main reason is I wanted to have a little bit of a niche, but I also wanted to earn more money without putting in more hours, because like I've heard on so many, so much more advice I've been given in so many of the podcasts, time is our most valuable asset, it's our most valuable thing. And there's no point in earning all this money but working 12 hours a day for it. So I wanted to cut back my hours a little bit, do something that earned me more money, and been able to earn more money and work less hours, really. So that's why I went into the permanent makeup. So I then did that, which meant I freelanced out a little bit more. I worked from other clinics, giving commission. So I only really spent money when I earned money. I had no staff. I got rid of all my staff and went back just to me, which worked really, really well at the time. And then what happened is family life, children. So at the time when I was late 20s, early 30s, me and my husband decided we wanted to obviously have a family. And the dangerous thing in our jobs is when you have to put hand to client to earn money and you decide that, okay, I want children now, straight away the money stops. And yeah, it kind of hits you like a 10-ton wagon, it's almost, shit, there we go, no money coming in, here's your baby. And you go from traveling all over, earning this money, putting hand to client to earn money, and then you are then with children at home and on statutory. So that kind of hit me really, really hard. After my first, we then decided to have another one. So, within a few years, I'm then back on maternity leave. And then I got into this, I got into this plodding cycle. So when I was in my 30s, early 30s, I got into a plodding cycle where it was almost earn my money, do my clients, come home, look after my kids. And I got into that rut. And then I had a little bit of a shock when I had my second, after when she was a year old. I had a major operation, a hip operation, which pretty much put me back a good 6 months to a year again. So I was continually finding all these obstacles, which meant that I couldn't earn money. And it was after this when I thought to myself, or during this, I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to do something more. I can't rely on putting hand to client to earn money. That's no way of living. It means I'm going to be working for the rest of my life. So I then started working on a more digital side to the business and ways of generating more money without putting hand to client. And these are things that I'm going to cover during my podcast. These are things that I'm going to touch on, I'm touching on them now, but these are things that I'm going to talk to you about and what strategies I put in place to be able to free up my time, things that I could do to generate money while I wasn't able when I was not there to do the job, and that is the most important thing. If you have systems in place or you have things available where you can earn a wage without physically touching a client or physically even getting out of bed. If you could be sat at home playing with your family and your notifications pops up that you've had an online booking made for this, or you've had this being purchased through your web page, you're generating money without actually putting hand to client. And that is so important. So I'm going to kind of I'm going to explain a little bit in the where we are right now. We're in the middle. What date are we on? We're on it's Friday the 8th of May, where I am. And we are in, you'll all know about this, we are in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of a lockdown. So we are 7 weeks in, on week 7 of lockdown, which I know has massively and will massively affect the beauty, hair, aesthetic, the clinics out there, the industry where we have to put hand to client is going to massively affect us. And I am so glad that I put in a lot of my other strategies to generate income a year ago, because it's almost prepared me for this. It's prepared me for this lockdown. And if I wouldn't have done it a year ago, I would not, for one, be generating a podcast now, but I would not be able to survive this pandemic. And there's so many businesses out there that are probably not going to come out of this. And I want you to be able to take from this podcast some valuable insights and some valuable things that you can implement to help you come out of the pandemic the other end with a business. And obviously you're going to have to work fast through this because, lockdown hopefully will be lifted within the 4 weeks. But we want to make sure that the clients you're following, your tribe out there, is going to come straight to you and they've not been influenced to go elsewhere. And this is why it's very important to stay in the front of your client's mind, to stay active, to stay present, to keep content coming up, to keep your clients knowing that you are there and you are ready when you're allowed. So by implementing all these strategies that I implemented over a year ago has enabled me to continually earn money during this lockdown, which is just amazing, because there's a lot of people that haven't got that. So I'm hoping these podcasts are going to help you. So what we're going to do through the podcast, we're going to be going through different things, different strategies. I'm going to help and give you little tasks to do along the way for you to implement. And step by step, we can start building up the journey and building up a progression, and also being able to start to create a little bit of a revenue for you, a revenue stream during this COVID-19. If you are watching this and you're past the pandemic, fantastic. It'd be nice to know what it's going to be like back in the future. If you're watching this then this is still something that we have to do and we have to implement. What this pandemic has taught me is that we are very vulnerable. In the beauty and hair industry, if we only rely on touching a client to generate money, we are vulnerable. A pandemic like this has shown us that, but also if we break our wrist, if we have to have an operation, like I said, I had a major hip operation that put me out for 4 months. I couldn't generate money. I couldn't touch my clients to earn money. Systems that I'm going to help you develop and things that I'm going to help you put in place is going to help you generate money when you can't earn money. So this is such valuable information that is going to help you. Throughout the podcast as well, I'm going to get some guest speakers in there. There's a few mentors and experts, quite a lot of experts I've met along the way that will be able to help you as well. So I'd be so excited to get them on a podcast to give you their advice and their tips and their strategies, and also fellow technicians, fellow entrepreneurs, and let them share their stories on how they've implemented changes like what I've done and seen how they are being rewarded from this and how their businesses are accelerating. So there's quite a few exciting podcasts that's going to be coming along your way. So I'm very excited to be sharing all this with you. Like I said, this was my little pilot. This was my little sharer to kind of get you to know a little bit about me, and to introduce myself to you as the beauty business builder, and hopefully together we can build your empire and make you feel unstoppable. And I'm ready for this journey. So thank you for listening to my pilot, and I look forward to seeing you on my first podcast. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye for now.